bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. 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 Turn that music off.
You have to go with a hazmat suit or you get infected with the beep, 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 beep.
That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. 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 Turn that music off.
You have to go with a hazmat suit or you get infected with the beep, 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 beep.
That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. 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 Turn that music off.
You have to go with a hazmat suit or you get infected with the beep, 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 beep.
That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. Turn that music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what it gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn the music off. Turn that music off. Turn the music off. That bastard Raerin deserves what he gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. That bastard Raerin deserves what he gets. That bastard Raerin deserves to die. Turn that music off. Turn the music off. Turn that music off. Turn the music off. Turn that music off. Turn the music off. Turn that music off. Turn the music off.
You have to go with the hat.
I'm sorry, everybody. And yes, I did get a haircut. I assume, because I don't know what time you sent that message, I assume you were making a joke about the mushroom-looking pumpkins I intentionally picked while I was at the farm on Sunday, 4 days ago. But yeah, actually, I did get a haircut. I got all of them cut even. So, you know. Don't worry, when I was at the farm, I had you guys in mind. I took care of it. They're pretty dirty, actually. I should probably not put them on my face. I think they pretty much come from the ground and go into the bucket. And you take them out of the bucket and you give them the money. And then... No. Sorry. Sorry. That was so close. My apologies. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm sure that chased off anybody that was thinking about like, hey, what's this stream? Let me check. Okay, I'm out. No, thank you. Snaga, I have not counted which campaign contributed the most. I'll just read it off, and if you want to tally it up right now, you're welcome to do so. Sorry, I got a text. Oh, I gotta plug in my phone. It's close to dead. I want it to be alive when I go to bed, not like, oh shit. I'll gladly tell you, Snaga, what had transpired on that day, and you're welcome to tally it up, but I'm not gonna tally it up till later on. Where are we? Where did they start coming in? Here we go. So it started off with Oklo and whatnot giving a whole bunch of pool of luck. Jake and Oklo gave luck. Was there anything before Jake and Oklo giving luck? Looks like no. Okay. So 5 days would have been, yeah, it would have been Saturday. So here we go. This is how it goes. Snaga, are you ready? Pens at the ready, Celsior and Snaga. Pens at the ready. I'm going to give you a moment to literally physically grab a number 2 pencil, because that's what I'm calling a pen right now. And here we go. Oklo, 1 Twitch pool of luck. Jake, 1 Twitch pool of luck. Jake, 1 Twitch pool of luck. Sinatra Girl, 1 Dawn of the Dead. Vensexel, Twitch pool of luck. Vensexel, Twitch pool of luck. Vensexel, Twitch pool of luck. Norwegian Green. Oh, tech level up. Norwegian Green. Stay the dead. Norwegian Green. Twitch pool of luck. Patrick Static has rated you with 460. Jesus Christ. I forgot that he did that a few days ago. Wait, why is that it? There was way more than that transpired. Why are the only ones I'm seeing is that? There were way more of those. What the hell? Here we go. I will scratch all those notations that I just gave you. We're going to start from the beginning, because I had to change what page I was looking at to make it accurate, which is annoying, but scratch all of that. Here we go from scratch. September 26th, which would have been Saturday, I believe. From the top, Jake, Twitch pool of luck. Oklo, Twitch pool of luck. Jake, Twitch Pool of Luck. Oklo, Twitch Pool of Luck. Jake, Twitch Pool of Luck. Jake, Twitch Pool of Luck. Viking Magoo, Twitch Pool of Luck. Jake, Twitch Pool of Luck. Oklo, Twitch Pool of Luck. Jake, Twitch Pool of Luck. Jake, Twitch Pool of Luck. Van the Sexel, Twitch Pool of Luck. Van the Sexel, Twitch Pool of Luck. Van the Sexel, Twitch Pool of Luck. Norwegian Green, Twitch Pool of Luck. With a note, luck is nice. Make those saves. Van the Sexel, we're going to skip because that didn't apply there. Skip all those. Is it? Here we go. Jake, Daddy's Dice. Jake, Blessing of the War God. With a note, Lady Aravel has no place in the Barrenlands. Get that Joey shit out of here. That may have bit you in the ass. Moving on. Van the Sexel, Stay the Dead. Norwegian Green, Stay the Dead. With a note, no more spooky spooks. Van the Sexel, Tech Level Up. Jake, Tech Level Up. Jake, Tech Level Up. Van the Sexel, Tech Level Up. Norwegian Green, Tech Level Up. With a note, something fresh off the forge. Summons a snake. Dawn of the Dead. With a note, death. Summons snake. Dawn of the Dead. With a note, more death. Anazoker. Dawn of the Dead. With a note, undead party. Copy and paste for the next several. Hold on to your asses. Anazoker. Dawn of the Dead. 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 Rosin Win 14. Dawn of the Dead. With a note, the dead want to play. Van the Sexel. Dawn of the Dead. Viking Magoo. Dawn of the Dead. Viking Magoo. Dawn of the Dead. Plextanium. Dawn of the Dead. With a note, eat it, Patreon game. And Sinatra Girl. Dawn of the Dead. With a note, smiley emoji. Does that help you out? It looks like the only campaign that assisted you out of all of them was Jake. Jake offered you a lot of luck. What's it called? A Blessings of the War God, and then I think he gave one Daddy's Dice. So Jake, and then technically the tech level up is like a neutral one. I wouldn't say good or bad on that one. It levels up the enemy, but also puts shit in your hands. So Jake gave 2 tech level ups, Daddy's Dice, and otherwise it was all good stuff. None of the other campaigns chose to assist. I mean, they could have. They chose not to. Does that mean because they chose to abstain, they didn't want to vie for your love, that they should then be punished for not giving unto you some charitable goods? I guess, I don't know. You'll have to discover soon. Hey, while we're waiting for the campaign to start tonight, and yes, we are playing tonight, no 2 Fortune's Favors for this campaign. I hear you on that one. While we're waiting for tonight to start, and we are going to play tonight, just one of the PCs gave a notice maybe like 2-ish hours ago saying that they were going to be about a half hour late. So we're probably starting around like 9:30-ish, 9:40-ish, somewhere around there. Do you want me to tell you about the new campaign? While I await your response, so I had a big ass piece of cake and I took it downstairs and I put it on my desk for the night that Rena was streaming with Tyler being crunk and Wade and Pat and everybody else was. And I tried to come into the game, but Tyler's a terrible person and didn't pull me into the chat and didn't allow me to play the game. So I had the last piece of cake was, I'm not even joking, it was the biggest piece so far. It was massive. It was like I couldn't hold it in my 2 hands, massive. But I had a plan. I'll play some Among Us since I can't sleep, since I took a nap and woke up and read to my daughter sang to my daughter and all that stuff I described beforehand. I'm gonna eat this cake tonight. I'll stream with them. It'll be fun. Among Us, cool, whatevs. But then again, Tyler doesn't love me, so I didn't. And so I took the cake and I ate maybe a fifth of it while waiting. That long period of time while waiting. I took I ate about a fifth of it, and I took the other 4/5 of the biggest piece of cake, and I put it on a plate, and I put it in the fridge. I was like, I'll eat this tomorrow. I'll eat this tomorrow. During like Lost Initiative or something. I'll eat it tomorrow. And then, after I got out of work on Wednesday, I went into the kitchen. I opened the fridge. It was right there. I know it was right there. Brittany's awesome. She probably moved it or put it in a Tupperware container or something. They're like, I don't want this cake to go bad. I'm going to put it in Tupperware. I love my husband. So I look around. Can't find the plate. I can't find the Tupperware. The fuck's my cake? So I go and I'm like, yo, Britt, where my cake at? You know, via text, because millennial. And her response was, no response. So I'm like, yo, Britt, you awake? Where's my cake at? No response. Let's assume she was asleep. Let's assume she was asleep. In the morning, she would have woken up to 2 texts. Yo, Britt, where's my cake at? Hey, yo, Britt, you awake? Where's my cake at? Do you think she responded to those text messages in the morning? She fucking ghosted me. She offed my cake, and then she ghosted me. What the fuck? I mean, come on. It was a lot of chocolate cake. It was a lot of chocolate cake. I'm very upset. I'm actually so upset I'm not going to share any details about the new campaign with you guys. That's how upset I am. Okay? I'm just going to not share it with you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I get ghosted all the time in this year, Vince Sexel. I know. Isn't it messed up? I don't get invited to a game over here. I have work stuff where I've been getting ghosted. Won't get into it. I have a campaign that doesn't start because I get ghosted. My cake disappears and my wife ghosts the response. I mean, Dunk, I did not ghost you. I did not ghost you, Dunk. I know exactly who you are. You're the person that keeps asking me to play a game while I'm either at work or needing sleep or actively streaming. So I can't play the game. I can't. I want a sub refund. Okay, listen. Rosin? No. I'll make a poll. How about this? I'll make a poll. Now, I will tell you this. It's not a matter of majority. It has to be greater than a majority. But I won't tell you what the number is. New campaign info. Yes. No. All right. So, here's the option. I'm going to allow additional votes. If you get some Daelric pop, you can do additional votes for 1,000 Daelric pop. If you know what that is, it's because you've been around the channel for a long time. You can also get additional votes for, I guess, 100 bits. Sure. We'll make those 2 options there for you. We got a 3-minute poll. It's not a matter of majority. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Have fun with that poll. Anyways, so what's up, guys? How you doing? My coworker just looked at me like, what the fuck are you laughing at? Yeah, well, you know, nothing really worth laughing at. That's what you respond saying, nothing good. I'm not laughing at anything good. It's just straight trash. There's a weird guy with a gnarly beard trying really hard not to lick the ass end of a pumpkin. I mean, look at it. Do you want to lick that? I mean, look at it. Do you want to lick that? No. No. No, Josh. No. So for those of you that saw the announcement for Lost Initiative last night, talking about a new campaign, right? How we feeling? How are we feeling about the ideas of I'm kind of down to two options, either a Mass Effect campaign or a Witcher campaign. That's kind of like what I've brought it to in my mind. Technically, so there's like option A is in my mind Mass Effect, option B is Witcher, option C is a pirate campaign. Just because you can't run two pirate campaigns at the same time, you know what I'm saying? No, not Eberron. Not Eberron. Not Eberron. Listen, no Eberron for a while. If I'm going to do another Eberron campaign, I need Mathis to be a part of it. Mass Effect would be space pirates, to be fair. Greyhawk? Jesus Christ. Who asked the guy to bring in Walmart vanilla ice cream? I mean, come on. Could you get any more boring than Greyhawk? Jesus. Walmart vanilla ice cream. That's what Greyhawk is. Blah. It's terrible. Oh, by the way, the reason why there was I think I chose this one to be Mycin the Tender, because he was a little warty, and I kind of saw Mycin as like having like a little like almost like fungus bits or whatever, you know, like that. But Brittany got the bigger one because she thought maybe it'd be kind of cool to have this slightly bigger one. I don't know if you can quite see exactly how much larger one is to the other, but it's actually kind of considerably larger. Maybe like 20% larger. Who should Mycin the Tender be? Should it be the bigger one or the warty one? What do you think? I figured what I could do is I could actually scrub them down and then spray them with a little bit of like a clear matte finish, or brush them down with a clear matte finish like a shellac or whatever. That would actually make it last for about a year or two, slowly rotting from the inside out, but not having any oxygen or whatever getting through, so it wouldn't matter. Like a good like 3 layers or so of that, and then it'll protect it. I did that once for a teeny tiny little pumpkin. I mean like a tiny pumpkin. I put in a shadow box for Brittany, and it lasted upwards 5 years because the skin's so thick on this kind of pumpkin that it doesn't really matter, right? So ooh, a 73% result on that. 73%, that's a super majority, isn't it? That is a super majority. I was kind of hoping vote third party would split the vote and cause things like that to happen. Have you heard the Dragonlance books? Yep, I have. Yep, I know the Dragonlance books. As a matter of fact, let me show you this, Xylemos. Hold on. Okay. Look at that. Dragonlance, Key of Destiny. That is a Dungeons & Dragons campaign book for D&D either 3rd or 3.5. But because you guys know I'm a way bigger nerd than just having played 3rd edition 3.5, yeah. I also own the 2nd edition versions of the game because, again, I've been playing D&D for almost 30 years. I should at least say tabletops. So you got The World, you got Classics Volume 2. I know there's a couple of other ones. Isn't Dragonlance technically where the Mount whatever, the Red Mountain? Isn't Red Mountain tech? No, Red Mountain I think takes place in Greyhawk, not Dragonlance. Yeah. So So yeah, I know Dragon. Yes, books older than you. All of them, actually, Celsier, I believe. Let me just say what year this one was published. Oh, this one's probably not, actually. This one was published by Sovereign Press in 2004. First printing, 2004. Yep. Yep. So this is 3.5. Yep. Let's see. This one came out in... Oh, hello. What just happened? Oh, it's behind me, so we can't even see it. I have to, like, duck to get out of the way. Oh, Xylamos. Thank you for the bitty bitty bit drop, 100 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you for the nostalgia. You're welcome. Let's see. There's a foreword written in here by a Tracy Hickman from July of 1987. To be clear, July of 1987, I was not yet 2 years old. So this book, however, was written by Karen Wynne Fonstad. Karen. Its copyright is 1987 from TSR. So that makes sense. There's acknowledgments and whatnot in there. And then the last one, Classics Volume 2. Let's see if this is one that said on the outside. It's not. Opens right up into a statistics chart. Opens right up into it. That's awesome. 1993. So depending on what month it was printed, let's assume earlier in the year than September, than late September. So 93, I turned 8, so I was probably 7 years old when this book came out. So I was already playing GURPS when this book came out. Anyways, I got you, Rosin. Don't sweat that shit. You know what I mean? Don't sweat it at all. I'm actually gonna be revamping how Patreon works, because unfortunately the way it's currently structured is a whole bunch of unfulfilled promises, because it's more than I can handle. When there was 1 or 2 campaigns, it was easy. It was super easy. Once I added the 3rd campaign, I shouldn't say super easy. It was all right. Once I added the 3rd campaign, it got difficult. So now that I'm adding a 4th one, it's nigh impossible. Is that music too loud, by the way? It feels very loud. It's nigh impossible. You know what I mean? So it's I'm restructuring it so I can have more options at the lower end for people to get in that obviously can't manage to do the higher end stuff, which I obviously get any amount of support. Even just sitting there and watching and not being a patron or a subscriber or a bit dropper or any of those, don't sweat it. I just like the fact that my stories are being told. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely appreciate it. I of course would like for one day in the future this to be my 100% full-time thing. To give you guys a point of perspective for what that would mean for me, I work upwards, it's supposed to be 40. I work upwards 50 hours a week right now with my full-time job. And then I do this on the side, which is a good amount over 20 hours a week. I mean, if you think about, say, even just including the prep work that I've been doing during the whole time slot. So let's assume 5 campaigns a week. 5 times 4 is 20, right? And that's not including the setup calls, the breakdown calls, and all the work I had to do. It's 25 to... Oh, that doesn't include Patreon campaigns and whatnot, how that would average in. Let's say 25 hours a week doing it. So that's about 75 hours a week for doing that stuff. If I was to make this my full-time thing, sometime in the future, again, this isn't tomorrow, right? I would easily be dedicating double the amount of time to this, if not triple the amount of time to this. I would be all in. It'd be so much easier for me to do that. The idea of streaming 50, 60 hours a week is a blink of an eye to somebody who usually works 75 hours a week, not including being a dad and having, a property that I manage and so on and so forth, right? So yeah, it's all good. What you're saying is I could do another 5 games a week? I would say that if this was my 100% full-time thing, I'd probably cap out at 8 campaigns a week. I'd probably do 3 days where I did 2 campaigns and 2 days where I did 1 campaign, and take 1 day where I completely did it off. And that's for like streamed games. I think somebody's trying to get my attention in. Because somebody went bloop.
Once more with feeling.
Oh, Josh rolled a Constitution score. Hi, Josh. And he just called me butthead. Okay, that's cool, Josh. Anyways, what was I saying? I would, and that would leave me with what I just described to you there, with enough time to do, another, sorry, to more easily run like Patreon campaigns and stuff like that, like I do. So, Van, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. That's super awesome of you. I appreciate it. I see that I have 2 of my PCs in that campaign currently, just waiting for 1 more. So I'll wait for them before I start the call. That's too many hours to watch. I agree with you, Justin. So I wouldn't do all of them in the same world. What I would end up doing is I'd probably break it up into, let's assume 8 campaigns, right? Let's just work with that number. I'd probably have 2 different worlds that have 3 campaigns inside of them, all kind of affecting each other the way that I do Aurorum. So whether if it still is Aurorum or it's something else as well. So, or something else instead of, and then, so I'd probably do 2 different ones with 3 different campaigns that interweave, and then do 2 other campaigns that are just kind of like their own side things that have nothing to do with the rest of them. And that gives people the ability to kind of pick and choose, diversify what they want to view, and so on and so forth. That's literally like what I would, you know, futuristic stuff. Have I wasted enough time that I could start the call with them and go right into the campaign without answering what you guys voted for? Have I wasted enough time to... Isn't that how I play Among Us? Just run down the clock? Until, is that...
Once more
No?
with feeling.
Vince actually just gave a gift sub to Messi Was Taken. So... I'm gladly not Scott. Yeah, I'm sure that's true, Will. You're much bigger. You are a big boy. Well, why is this? I feel like this comes off on stream a little bit more green tinted than it really is in real life. I wonder why that is the case. It's a little strange, but yeah, Throne Keep is happening. So should I tell you guys? Should I just tell you guys? It does look pretty green, right? That's what I thought. All right, cool. Surface texture? I mean, the texture is perfectly smooth. I mean, it's perfectly smooth. It's metal, right? Like I'm pretty sure it's stainless steel. So, I don't know. Hey, chat. I won't join the call until he gives you something. Ooh, is this a mutiny by Josh? Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Never happened. Oh shit! Did I just? Ooh, I just banned by accident. Whoops! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. It's a timeout. I banned by accident. That button just looks so much better. Okay, well, since you spent all those channel points, for anybody that was tricked into spending those channel points because they totally have no other value anywhere else, that's going to happen in the future. The new campaign. Should I just show them? Josh, should I just show them? Should I like show a map? Is that what I should do? Should I like officially announce it? Or should I wait until I have time to record a YouTube? I'll just officially announce it. Screw it. How can I do this? I'll do it this way. Minecraft TTRPG. What? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but you were banned by accident. That's a fake ban. Fake ban. Let me do one of these. /roll 100D100. I did say that, and then it was canceled. And then the podcast was canceled for the week. So I can't, I mean, it's one of those things where I was going to announce it this week on my channel after they announced it over the weekend, but the podcast was canceled over the weekend, so it's not really my fault on that one. Sorry, Snaga. That was the plan, but then, Saturday happened. All right, let me see what I can do here. can I kind of do what I did last night? Yeah, shit happens. Don't sweat it. Window capture. Add source. Let's just throw in a new one. Let's just call it window capture because it doesn't matter. Let's it's funny that's actually showing what my window capture is. Hey! Is it actually showing? Oh, okay. It's showing it my okay, good. I was actually showing. I was like, hey, don't do that, that's bad. What are you doing? Gonna give away names and shit. But it's all good. Okay. Let's just make sure I'm on top. Because everybody loves me on top. You know what I mean. Come on. Maybe I'll just sit right on top of chat. You guys don't care, do you? Good. Alright, let me transition. So, the new campaign... It's right here. It's going to be taking place in Aurorum. In a different part of Aurorum. In a very different part of Aurorum. Does anybody know where this is? Does anybody know where in Aurorum this happens to be? Over here? Anyone? Come on. I'll wait for one of y'all to say it. I recognize my orange place. Oh, nice Plex. Is it Ascaria? Nice, Snaga. Yeah, Will. Wink. I don't have a map saved. Oh, poor Rosin. No idea, Daelric. Please tell us. Kajinxie! Thank you, Celsior. Can't spell, you're good. It's Kajinxie. So the new campaign is going to be taking place in Kajinxie. It's actually, I honestly haven't, I actually haven't come up with a name for the campaign yet, so its placeholder is actually called Aurorum Kajinxie. That might end up being the campaign's name. But for now, the placeholder is Aurorum Kajinxie. So you called it first. Excuse me, Ash. I didn't see it because it was spelled correctly. So the campaign will be taking place here, but it's kind of a unique campaign because, well, what I'm going to be doing is having a campaign with 3 party members. Each party member, and this is a mock map, not the real one. 3 party members. Each party member is going to be, well, a warlord. They rule their own country, effectively. Kind of like how in Adir there is Raerin. They're each going to have their own little region on the map that they're in charge of. And as part of having this this chunk, yeah, Civ 6, yeah. Part of having this little chunk of land that they're responsible for, they actually have certain tasks that they need to get done. And as they complete those tasks, they get gifted to them by Kajinxie itself, because as they serve their nation, the nation actually gives to them BP, which is awesome because it's a Kingmaker campaign, but done very different from Neil being an ass. I mean, Kingmaker campaign. Yeah, Aurorum Warmongers, right? Warmonger. Yeah. I think it was the one that you had mentioned beforehand, Joey. So anyways, so you have 3 PCs. Each PC is going to be running their own little nation. One PC is going to be starting right over here, running this little green blob. Their responsibility is to, of course, defend that border from Eldamar, as well as acquire wood. Because I don't know if you can tell, but there's not much forest existing over here in Kajinxie, right? So it's their responsibility to acquire wood, and a lot of it, to keep things going. We have another one controlling this little blue area right here. Their responsibility is to protect Kajinxie from the Barren Lands and all the horrors that happen to exist there. And then the last one is actually set over here. Their responsibility is actually to help with the protection from Paradel. Paradel really only has 3 points of intrusion on this map. You can see over here, between the mountain range that exists over here, there's a spot where they can come in, like up around here, over here. There's kind of like one area where they could attack. You have this area up through the middle, where they can attack up in here. And then you have this area up over here where they can kind of come in. They usually are going to avoid the barren lands, so it's over here. So they have the responsibility of protecting the western edge of the Paradel border. From there, they have the ability to expand their little chunk of lands that these warlords are in charge of. It's going to come off as very feudal in its feel. So they have a little chunk of land that they're able to that they're responsible for, starting with 8 hexes, way more than Kingmaker did. I think they started with 1 when they finally got it. They can expand down into the Barren Lands, down into Paradel, and out into Eldamar. But they also have the ability to take control over land within Kijinxi itself, claiming it under their rulership, and so therefore their responsibility. They have to protect the people there. They have to deal with the problems that are there, so on, so forth, it'll be pretty cool to see happen. What you're seeing as an example on this example map, not the real map, what you're seeing as an example here is that these are other warlords areas that they have. I kept them kind of small. Again, this isn't the real map, but I'm going to keep them kind of small around where the PCs are starting, so it gives them a little bit of breathing room to expand if they want to inwards. And sometimes they might clash clans with the other warlords in Kijinxi, and they might overtake their lands and keep it for themselves. They each have their own focus. They each have their own characters. They're each playing very, very different concepts. It's a pretty cool thing. This one right here, these orcs have like a different nature to them, or what are they called? Karak, I think is that the name. Kurak is what I was calling them. So the orcs are going to be. When I kept referring to orcs over in all my other campaigns, I'd always refer to them as orcs, even if they weren't actually of an orcish bloodline. So the way I'm handling that is instead of just being calling everybody orcs all the time, the word for like orcish culture is Kurak. And so, hey Doxy, I see you in chat. I'll grab you in 2 seconds. I will invite you politely to join a call with me in 2 seconds. Sorry, my apologies. Let's be clear. We know what happened this time of year 4 years ago. Moving on. So the Kurak have their own culture, whatever that exists, and this will be. They actually have a lot of that Kurak culture still in that blue area. The other ones are going to be more of that Kijinxi style mindset, so on and so forth. Wait, no grabbing. I'm out of here. I'm not sure which direction she's asking me to go. I'm confused. Chat, help me. Help me. How about I just go in slow for a hug and hope that works out? She wants it on the call. Okay, fine. I thought you wanted me to tell you about the campaign, Snaga. But instead of telling you about the campaign, you want me to start the call instead. Shut up. All right, so thank you for the host, Doxy. So we have 3 PCs, each running their own mini kingdom. And it's going to be interesting. I'm not really going to get into much more of it than that. I'm just going to kind of like leave it alone. But know that this is like my sample map that I used to show to the PCs as we were designing how this was going to play out, right? Originally, I had them in little triangular, tiny areas. So each of them only had 3, but then we decided it was way too much on top of them, each other, and way too small to start. So eventually, I at one point in time, I had like some here, some over here, and some over here, but it was too far for them to be able to easily communicate back and forth with one another, and it's kind of like that Goldilocks thing. And eventually, we settled with this right here. There's a lot of back and forth and deciding what was going to be the good fit for the campaign. I spent a lot of hours remaking maps. I'll be back. Let's get this call started, because you guys don't want to listen to me anymore. I know what you all want to listen to, and it's certainly not me drolling on over and over and over again.
Have to go with the hazmat suit, or you get infected with the beep.